All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Here we go. Here we go. Waiting. Foot. Hey, empty.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Sunday.
Down the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Sunday. Lefty.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Montgomery. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, other side, solid. There we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On 1st and 10, Kennedy. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Wentz now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play action. Now Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Raekwon McMillan able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Philadelphia first down. Wentz finding Matthews.
This by 7. Down the man inside. Down the man. What's your son?
A give. This is Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Kennedy, and the grab by Croft. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Kennedy buying time to his left. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Time for a first check of the NFL scoreboard. And that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And off comes to Montgomery. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Great. Don't go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on first down. Ertz has it left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Lion.
Throwing now is Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Leopard!
To throw on second down. Kennedy going deep here for Stills. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Kennedy. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Now a run with Montgomery. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, empty.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, it's Dre. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Off the play fake. Kennedy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They run Montgomery, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
There we go. Back, back. Lady. Tyson. Good chip. 36. 82.
Wentz. Now he's flushed out left. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Flushed out right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Hang in there now. Let's go. Great. Please.
To throw is Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Hang in there now. Black, come on. Go. Lady.
To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Elliott puts this one through. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach Elliott now to kick this one away. Danny Amendola on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off play action. Kennedy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Dolphins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, Kennedy into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that, Beckett.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
120! Black. Black, come on.
Now Wentz. Finds a seam inside the 40. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And down to the 29-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Shorty. Go.
Throwing his Wentz. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Charles Harris He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. First down, Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Back to throw. Kennedy. It's complete. Stills. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
Off the play fake. Kennedy. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Parker the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Throwing again. Kennedy. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Leopard!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Kennedy. And he's going to go down again. Michael Bannon in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Waiting. Check, listen. Hey, Lou.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go. 120.
Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go. 20. Lion.
Wentz now on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now come the Eagles. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On first down, Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Wentz to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Go. 20. Run.
Now Wentz again. Works over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wentz to throw again. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. On the carry, it's Montgomery. Down right around the 25. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Wentz now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Here we go. 120.
zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Throwing on first down. Kennedy. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Looking to throw. Kennedy. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kennedy going up top. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.